1 pack per 2 pounds. Set out all your 8 strips. Put your lid on. Top of them. Okay, what I'm doing now is I should have set up another table because I don't have enough room. I'm gonna repack all Caroline stuff in a different pack, and then I'm gonna go over everything I've got lined out here in the packs, and we'll talk about what's what. So let me get her pack squared away, and then we'll go over the rest of it. Okay, so I've got Caroline's bag mostly packed up for now. That's the bag I switched her to from the cheap bag she was using. Today I'm going ahead and packing these 3 packs. One's going to be for my wife, one for my daughter that's getting ready to go, my other daughter, Gracie, that's going to college this year, and Gannon, who's just getting his license. I've still got bags to do for Katie, Justine. Well, and that's it. That's going to be it for the time being. There'll be several other bags to do, but again, I'm just doing these 4. Repacking Caroline's and these 3 for now, and I just wanted to go over what I've got laid out here on the table. This is not everything that's on the list that's going to get packed, but just to give you an idea of how daunting a project it is to try and do multiple bags at the same time. So food, we'll just go over. I've got vacuum sealed some trail mix, some gummy bears. Those are mine. Those are chocolate covered raisins. I just vacuum sealed some jerky that I made. I'll roll all this video in as far as getting all this done, but some pasta. There's some protein bars, and now that's each one of those will go in a pack along with at least 3 days worth of Mountain House meals. Those are light. They'll last for a long time. It's just easy. So at least 3 days of Mountain House meals along with the rest of this food. One package per pack is going to give you well over 3 days, especially if you decide to ration your food given the certain circumstances. So there's food. Just randomly, there's some zip ties that will go in each bag. Nitro gloves. Everyone will get a pair of leather gloves. Everyone is going to get one of these cheap 8x10 tarps. The cheap Walmart cook kits. One will go in each pack. Then you come down the cordage. I decided instead of 550 paracord, I might still put a little bit of that in there, but I'm going to go to this trout line. I'm going to put some of that in each pack. And then you've got the bandanas. Everybody will get a couple bandanas. These are all first aid kits, an assortment of first aid kits that I've just kind of put together over time. For now, everybody's going to get one of these cheap throwaway ponchos. I've got several other ponchos, but I haven't decided exactly what I want to do as far as that goes. Caroline got a pretty nice poncho in her pack, but in gathering all this up for the other packs, it was just too overwhelming. So I'm going to throw one of these throwaways in there, and then we'll figure something out about that later. Water purification tablets. You got Germex Neosporin, which is just going to get thrown in with a first aid kit that's going to go in everybody's pack. And then you've got your the matches, you got the Bic lighters, the sporks. I'm working on the little fishing kits for each bag. So that's an idea of everything. And as you can see, there's at least 4, if not more, of each item laid out. Everybody will get a poop shovel, although that's not, I don't know that that would be called a necessity, but it sure is handy when the time comes, versus using your knife or just pooping right on the ground or something. So that's a general idea. I'm going to go ahead and start packing up these 3 packs with what I've got, and then as far as the fire kits and stuff like the Vaseline soaked cotton balls and putting the full fire kit together, and what I want in the first aid kit and everything, and is I'm gonna, once I get the main things packed in the pack, then I'm gonna work on all those other small kits and get it done. So there you have it, and stand by. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the 4 packs. I'd say they're about 90% complete. I'm going to need to add water. I'm probably going to do the water just bottles. I'm not going to add now. I might add 1 Nalgene per pack, and the rest bottled water. I may stuff a Nalgene full. Let's see. I may go with sorry for the lighting, but I may go with a Nalgene full of water, maybe one of these large 48 ounces or something in each pack, and then the rest bottled water. I still need to add water, and I'm finishing up these little, what I call brew kits. I've pretty much robbed my whole stockpile of food and coffee and hot chocolate and tea and everything to build this stuff up. So I need to finish up. I've got 3 done. I need to finish up the other one. What I basically did, well, stand by, hold on. So basically, let me see if I can just pull one out. Instead of going through each of these bags and organizing, putting a knife here and a cook kit set there and a first aid kit here, and for the most, somebody's outside. Hold on. Okay, sorry. The girls just got home from lunch from work. What I was saying, instead of placing something, instead of organizing each separate pack and spreading the gear out, I just took and stuffed everything in a large, I guess this might be a gallon Ziploc bag. Pretty much everything. I've got their gloves, I've got nitro gloves, I've got their cordage, fire, water purification bandanas. I've got a little fishing kit in there. Bic lighter, fire, like I said. So with that, I've got just stuffed in there. Then I've got their Sawyer water filter in each bag, a fixed blade knife, and some of them's got some of my good knives in there. I've got a bunch of Mora knives that I'm going to put in one in each pack, but I couldn't. They're in a tote somewhere. I couldn't find them. So I've got a fixed blade knife in every pack. Food, like I mentioned earlier, I've got the food spread out. 3 days plus worth of food in each bag. The cook kit's down in there, but the main part of the stuff I didn't want to spread out in every little pocket because, as far as them finding it, my thinking is, if there's an emergency, my instructions to them, or at least to Caroline when I gave her pack, first thing I want you to do is sit down, open up your pack, and go through everything everything in your pack. I'm busy. Go through everything in your pack, everything, every single pocket. Look through it, lay it out, and see what you got. That's going to be my instructions. But to make that easy, instead of spreading it out, I put the majority of the stuff in a bag, and then the cook kit and everything else, and the food and all that spread in the pack as well. So I don't know if that makes sense, but I just thought it's easier for me as far as organizing everything and just getting it in there, and then once they go through their pack, look at everything, and as they use it, if it's needed and in an emergency or they're trying to make it home, they can put it where they want as they're using it. They can spread it out into the individual pockets on each pack and organize it as they feel necessary or whatever. So anyway, that's that. 90% done. Got to get these brew kits done, and each pack I want to have a large pill bottle full of Vaseline soaked cotton balls. I don't have that done. Caroline's got hers. The rest of them's got fire kits, but they don't have those. I think that's just a really easy way for them to get a fire going if they need to. They've got other means in here, but that's going to be a big help if it's in wet conditions or adverse conditions. So that's that as far as these 4 packs. So we got to go. As usual, I got somewhere I got to be, and I'll come back and I'll finish up whatever thoughts that I have on this, and I guess introduce the finished 4 get home bags. And we're also going to talk about the food and the inch bag series as well that we're building. So we'll get into all that. Thanks. So me and Gracie and Caroline are going to Louisville. We're taking Gracie's car, and when I switch vehicles, my pack goes wherever I go. We're going to go in and get Gracie's and Caroline's get home bags also. Since they're 90% done, we're going to take them with us also. So I've got everything laid out here to get started on the tools part. I think it's going to be part 4, tools, of the inch bag series. But before I do that, I just wanted to finish up on the get home bag, part 2 of the get home bag series. Caroline and Gracie and I did go to Louisville yesterday, and we took both of their get home bags threw in the car with us, and I guess I'm just gonna, what I'm doing is I'm figuring I am finishing up. I have finished up the brew kits, and I'm gonna stuff them in each of the packs, and I've got several bottles of water in each pack. So that's pretty much gonna wrap up for now at least part 2 for that series. I don't know if there'll be a part 3 eventually. I'm not sure when I'll get to that, and that may just very well be building another 2 to 3 bags. So that's going to wrap that up for now. Brew kits are complete. They're going in the packs, and water has been added. So I'm going to move on now from this series. I'm going to switch back over. Like I said, I've got some tools laid out on the table here, and I'm gonna switch back to the inch bag series and get into that. So thanks for watching the get home bag series, part 1 and 2, and I appreciate it. I'll get back with you on the rest of that series later.